Well, let's start this day in the kitchen. Good morning, guys. So, yeah, it's just like an hour or so after last clip from yesterday. But anyhow, I'm a little bit more human, and I noticed it. I just edited, or like 10 minutes ago, I just edited the video, and I didn't really was able to speak. Apparently, that's happening. But yeah, I've been awake a little bit longer. I've taken a shower, gotten ready, put on makeup because I wanted to doll myself up. So that's the thing. And now I'm about to head out to work. I'm gonna work a little earlier shift today, but I kind of like it. Also hoping to get a whole bunch of things done. But yeah, nothing more to happen. Gizmo has put himself into a drawer, or he just came out of one of the boxes. We haven't put away the boxes for the chairs because they're giant and Gizmo kind of likes to play in them. So that's the thing. Yeah, we have a tendency to have boxes way too long. We should really just cut them down and throw them out as soon as possible. And we don't throw them out, we go to the recycling with them. All paper stuff, cardboards, go to the recycling. But yeah, I'm just gonna change my pants and head out. So good morning, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. This has been a super long day, super long day. I ended up meeting up after work. I ended up meeting up with my sister and my nephew. We went to Mall Scandinavia, or I stopped by Mall Scandinavia. We had a cup of coffee and they came here. My nephew got to play some games. My sister and I have been talking most all day. I had to do a little bit of work after I came home. And when that was done, I did some swatches. I was on Instagram, and Elaine from Market Geek were showing some Stamping Bella designs that she had colored. And she had colored them with her H2Os, her twinkling H2Os. If you don't know what twinkling H2O is, it's like almost like watercolor thingies, but they have like super loads of mica in them, so they're super twinkly. And what you do is you spray a little bit of water into the pots and you let it sit for a while, and that kind of soften up the color. Then you can spray a little bit more water and mix it after a while. Then you can, she dropped it into one of these like blender pots, so then you can mix and match colors if you want to. It's also easier to get a more even color if you want to do a color wash, because then you can add a little bit more water, get it much thinner, stuff like that. And she had done the design, and when I folded the links, because I walked through, she had it as a post on Stampin' Bella's blog, so I walked through the Stampin' Bella Instagram to the blog to the post, and she had swatches of her H2Os. Now, I don't have that many. I bought them years and years ago. I think I bought them even before I had my Copics. So I've had them quite some time. And I have 24 colors. I think they came in 2 different sets of 12. Because it looks like it, because they're labeled. 12 of them ends with 10. And 12 of them ends with 11. They have the same number. It's a 6-digit number, and I only remember that they differed, that one was with 10 and one with 11. But anyhow, so I have those sets. So I did swatch them, so now I have the colors up. They're super, super twinkly. I really, really like them. So I think I'm going to try to do a design with them very near future. Then we had dinner also, meat and potatoes and asparagus. Asparagus is wonderful. But we were talking about knitting, and I showed my sister the wrist warmer that just didn't turn out the way it was, and she's like, yeah, your problem is that your floaters is way too tight. And for you who don't know, when you do the double-sided stitching, I can actually show you the one I did tonight, which is way too tight. This is double-sided stitching. Or not double-sided, two-color stitching. So you get these little, if it focus, and now it focuses, starting with the pattern here. So you do every other stitch, in my case, every other stitch in black, every other stitch in green. And when you look at the back side, you see, whoops, you see these things. These are called floaters. And when you do them on, like this, every other one, you don't get that much of issue, except that I decided to try something new, so now I have an issue, but I'm just practicing. I'm gonna rip it up again. Oh, there you lost it. But anyhow, those floaters you need to kind of keep track on. So I went online, I went to YouTube to kind of, like, okay, I'm looking at two-color knitting, and then I started to get like tips on things, and then I found a video that said that if you want to be good and relatively quick at doing double-sided stitching, you need to do continental and English stitching. So you have one of the threads you hold as you stitch continental, and one of the threads you hold as you stitch English, because the difference is that you hold the thread either in left or the right hand. So I am a continental stitcher. I have been knitting, and I'm a continental knitter, and I have been knitting for years and years. I never even tried English style, and that is what I've done today. And that is also the reason why this looks kind of crappy, because my tension with English style knitting is way too hard, while I have extremely soft tension when I do continental. So they kind of don't work together right now. So I probably should just do a whole bunch of English knitting and figure out how to tension properly, because that only comes with practice. But it was really fun, because I actually I looked at a whole bunch. I'm one of those persons that I kind of learn by looking at someone doing it, and then the way they move around kind of gets stuck in my head, and I mimic that. So one English stitcher that actually do a lot of English stitching is Pink Stitch Knit, something like that. Pink Knitter. She has a huge YouTube channel with a lot of knitting tutorials. She's really, really good. And I decided, so I've been watching her videos just for techniques and tips and stuff. I think I am subbed to her. I should be subbed to her, but I haven't watched one of her videos lately. I did a little break from all social media, including watching YouTube, for a couple of months, so I'm getting back to it bit by bit. Anyhow, so I'm doing like her. There's also one thing, I do what she called flicks. Basically, I actually hold the knitting needle and flick with my pinky. No, not pinky. My pointer finger, but on the hand I'm holding the camera, and do a little flick with that instead of lifting hand and losing the thread, because the whole idea behind using double-handed would be that I didn't need to re-grasp the thread so many times. This specifically would be very make things a lot easier when I'm coming into a pattern that have bigger repeats. Because right now, every other worked okay, having the thread on the same finger. Still, this goes faster. Even though I'm not good at English stitching, it goes faster. Does have a little bit of a tension issue though. But yeah. So this has been fun. I really love getting these things. And yeah, that's also the reason why the vlogs were up late. I had 2 of the vlogs because I didn't... I was kind of tired yesterday. I was kind of in my own little world, and editing the craft video basically just made me not want to edit anything. And today I did the editing in the morning, but had a little less time, so I didn't have the time to publish them, kind of upload them and stuff. But yeah, it's been a fun evening, and also I love learning stuff, so this is like so exciting right now, learning this English style knitting, which is so different. Continental style knitting is a little bit faster, mostly because you don't do the wrapping. I do the wrapping when I do the pearls, then I do some sort of wrapping. So I would think that making a pearl would maybe be easier right-handed. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.